Have you failed to realize that we're halfway through 2025? Or better yet, that when you go and look at that goal board that you made 6 months ago, that half of it isn't even close to being crossed off? Did you know it only takes 5 minutes to start applying some of those goals that you had? For example, I have a goal board in my bathroom, and the other day I was getting ready and I was looking at my goal board, and I already mentally decided I was not going to even try to reach some of the goals that I had. It was a end of the year high. I was like, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this. Like huge things that takes a year to even work on in the first place. But I switched my focus. I was like, okay, let's connect some dots here. I've had the same goal, for example, for my entire life, which was YouTube. It's a goal that I don't need anything. I don't need to go buy product to start this goal. I don't need to go buy a fresh notebook. I don't need to go buy thousands of dollars of inventory and build up this whole Instagram page for this one goal. I was getting ready and I was like, Miranda, you've had this goal since you were 10 years old, and it's probably the easiest goal to have. You need to take 1 second, to press play on your phone and record yourself. Because if YouTube is really your goal, if YouTube is really what you want, why haven't you done it yet? Because I'm not somebody that says I want something and then doesn't go and do it. Or says, oh yeah, I'm gonna be a YouTuber, but then never makes a YouTube video. But I had to reflect. I was like, all right, I'm halfway through the year. My goals are not where I want them to be. I've successfully crossed off so many of my New Year's goals, thank God. Thank you, God. But there is so many that I have barely scratched the surface on, YouTube being one of them. I was consistent, then I wasn't. I was consistent, then I wasn't. But I looked at that goal board and I said, Miranda, stop sleeping on yourself. It takes 10 minutes to make a YouTube video. You don't need to edit it. You don't need to cut out the ums and the buts. You don't need to sit there and brainstorm for hours. You don't need to have the fancy lights set up. You just need to do it. So ask yourself right now, what is one thing you can implement every single day, even if it's a task that takes 10 minutes, that will help you reach that one passion goal and something that you know is part of your purpose and your vision. Why aren't you doing it? It's not a fear of failure. It's not a fear of failure because you're failing by not doing it. So you're not afraid to fail at it because you haven't even tried it. You're afraid to be successful because your body's not wired for that. Your mind is not wired for that. So, for example, when I finally was consistent on YouTube, adversity struck. My phone broke. And I was like, okay, I just closed my business of 5 years. I'm not trying to spend $2,000 on a phone right now. My phone works. I just can't talk to my camera. Isn't that crazy? When I was finally being consistent multiple times a week on YouTube, that's when my camera broke. Of all things. But I convinced myself, I was like, you know what? I'm not even gonna worry about getting a new phone right now because I can still use my phone. I just can't talk to camera. Let me use it as a time to not go on social media. Mind you, that was myself sabotaging my goals that I was finally staying consistent in. So I took a step back. I said, Miranda, what are you doing? You have the same goal again since you were little. Do it. So just like I was able to now only take 4 minutes of my day to make a YouTube video, you can take 4 to 10 minutes of your day to work on your next goal. It is not the fear of failure that you're afraid of. It's not failure. It's the fear of being successful. What happens if when this YouTube channel actually blows up? What happens when I don't have to clock into work anymore? Guess what? I don't have to anymore. I close my business down. What happens when I start to get everything that I've ever prayed for? What happens then? That's what you're afraid of because you're not used to that. You're used to everything going wrong. You're used to self-sabotaging and believing your lies. When are you going to start believing in the version of yourself that is deserving of getting everything that she wants? That's the real question. That's when you're going to reach every single goal on your 2025. Now, if you're anything like me, you think 3 months in advance because you're an entrepreneur. It's almost 2026. I'm already thinking of my goals for next year. Thank you, God, they're already done. So when are you going to start crossing off your 2025 year goals? Or are you just going to let it be that high that you're in for a month? Oh, let me go to the gym. Oh, let me eat healthy. No, the diet doesn't start Monday. The diet starts right now. I'm sure there's something you could do, even if it's time blocking, again, 10 minutes to work on your goal. Come up with the title of something. Come up with your branding. Create a logo that takes 5 minutes on Fiverr and costs you 50 cents. Stop making excuses for yourself and just get the work done. Do it. Because no one else is gonna do it for you, newsflash. And only one person is meant to live out those goals, that life, and that dream, and it's you. So this is me clocking in for my goals. It's 10 o'clock at night, 10:30. I have one more call to get on. I just scheduled 5 meetings, a 4-hour in-person meetup, multiple clients for tomorrow, and I've been sick for the last 5 days. But I'm not sleeping on myself, and I'm not making an excuse for anything. So I'll see you guys on the flip side and on the next video, because I'll be seeing you in the next 3 days. Because I'm staying consistent to my goals, and I'm gonna make sure you do the exact same thing too. You guys know I offer one-on-one mentorship as well. It costs less than a coffee a day. So clock in to your reality, and let me help you do that. THEMOSTOFMIR on all platforms, and like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'm so thankful if you are watching this and supporting my lifelong goals and dreams. You just leaving a comment down below are helping me stay accountable. Thank you, dolls. I love you so much. Don't forget, it's a doll's world. Mwah.